Some gardening breakthroughs whisper before they roar, and this one is getting louder with every harvest. Right now, gardeners everywhere are quietly turning something as ordinary as cardboard into a powerful engine for bigger, faster, and healthier crops. The kind of results that make you do a double take when you walk out to the garden and see tomatoes fruiting earlier, lettuces doubling in size, or beans producing fuller, richer pods. And, honestly, the wild part is that the secret has been sitting in your recycling bin this whole time. Cardboard isn't just a throwaway material. When used right, it becomes a living sponge that feeds soil, multiplies worms, boosts microbial action, and can raise harvest yields by as much as 40%. So today on Crop Corner, we're diving deep into why soaked, layered cardboard is outperforming compost tumblers, fancy bins, and expensive systems, and how you can use this method to grow more food with less work and almost no cost. Let's jump straight into the good stuff. What makes cardboard such a game changer isn't the material itself, but its internal structure. Corrugated cardboard is made of two flat sheets with a wavy center layer running between them. Those tiny ridges act exactly like miniature greenhouses. They trap moisture while still allowing steady airflow. This combination, oxygen plus consistent moisture, is the holy grail of decomposition. When cardboard absorbs water, it becomes a moist, breathable cushion for soil organisms. Microbes explode in population, fungi spread, worms move in and start mixing everything together. Instead of drying out like traditional compost piles or compacting like soil does over time, wet cardboard holds that perfect middle ground where decomposition moves faster. Nutrients are made available sooner, and the soil becomes softer and richer by the week. This is why gardeners using cardboard notice such dramatic boosts. The material doesn't just break down, it creates an entire micro-ecosystem that, feeds plants from below. The real magic happens when you stack cardboard in layers along with kitchen scraps, grass clippings, and dried leaves. Once the cardboard is thoroughly soaked, it behaves like a nutrient battery. It holds the water needed for microbes to thrive and keeps everything from getting, slimy. Here's what unfolds beneath the surface. Microbes begin breaking down the nitrogen-rich green materials while the cardboard provides the carbon they need to stay balanced. Worms sense the moisture and move vertically through the layers, mixing, digesting, and leaving behind castings that act like fertilizer on steroids. Over weeks and months, the entire structure transforms into a dark, crumbly soil that plants absolutely love. And because the cardboard traps moisture while still letting air circulate, the bed never gets sour or anaerobic. That means no odors, no rotting pockets, and no need for constant turning or maintenance. Not every box is created equal. For your garden, stick with simple brown corrugated cardboard, the kind that shipping companies use. It breaks down quickly, holds water better, and provides clean carbon. Avoid anything glossy, colored, waxed, or heavily printed. These can contain dyes or coatings you don't want near your soil or your food. Before layering, remove every label, every piece of tape, and every staple. What you want is pure cardboard and nothing else. Once you've gathered your sheets, go ahead and soak them in water until each piece is completely softened. This step really does matter. Dry cardboard just won't break down evenly, and it sure won't be as inviting to worms or microbes. You can think of the soaked cardboard as the foundation of your soil ecosystem. Gardeners call it a lasagna bed because you build it layer by layer, alternating materials the way you might alternate pasta, sauce, and cheese. For a productive cardboard garden bed, each layer should be about 2 to 3 inches thick. Start with fully soaked cardboard, then add a layer of greens like vegetable peels, coffee grounds, or fresh grass clippings. Follow that with a brown layer like leaves or straw. Repeat the layering until the bed reaches around 18 inches tall. This height creates enough internal activity to break everything down efficiently. Throughout the process, the only water you need is whatever it takes to keep the bed slightly damp. Not soaked, not dry, just comfortably moist. As it decomposes, the bed will begin sinking. Don't worry, that's a good sign. It means the materials are transforming into usable soil. Within 4 to 6 months, you'll have a soft, rich planting bed perfect for tomatoes, beans, greens, and almost any crop you love. Here's where things get exciting. In trials where gardeners used layered cardboard systems, soil organic matter rose from 2% to over 3% in a single season. That's nearly twice the improvement of beds made with traditional compost alone. Earthworms multiplied sixfold, going from just a few in each shovel of soil to more than a dozen. And water infiltration tripled, turning compacted ground into loose, breathable earth that plants can easily root through. Plants respond immediately to this upgrade. Tomatoes grow taller and fruit earlier. Beans fill their pods faster. Lettuce produces fuller heads with richer color. Across multiple crops, harvests jumped by roughly 40% compared to traditional compost plots. For such a low-tech method, the numbers are astounding. Even though cardboard composting is simple, the bed will occasionally ask for adjustments. If you ever smell something sour, just add a fresh layer of dry cardboard or leaves and poke a few air holes with a fork. Smells only happen when oxygen gets low, so adding air solves the problem immediately. If things look too wet, sprinkle on dry browns. If decomposition slows and you still see recognizable scraps after a few months, mix in a handful of garden soil or add a little more green material to jumpstart microbial activity. The goal isn't perfection, it's balance, and the best part is the bed practically teaches you how to maintain it. With a little observation and small corrections, everything stays on track. Beyond the incredible yield boost, one of the biggest reasons gardeners love this method is its accessibility. Compost tumblers and smart bins can cost anywhere from a few $100s to more than $600. They require electricity, maintenance, and constant turning. Cardboard needs none of that. Just a few boxes, a bucket of water, and your ordinary kitchen scraps are enough to build a powerful soil-making machine. It's a method that doesn't just save money, it builds independence. You create your own soil, your own fertility, and your own resilience. You learn how the earth works by watching it transform right in front of you. And everything you produce comes from materials that would have otherwise been thrown away. What makes this technique so effective is that it works hand in hand with nature. Cardboard doesn't force decomposition the way machines do. It guides it. It nurtures worms, microbes, fungi, and bacteria, the real workers behind every thriving garden. It stores carbon, holds water, filters nutrients, and suppresses weeds. It turns dead soil into living ground capable of feeding your family more abundantly than ever. And all it asks for is that you soak it, layer it, and give it time. If you're ready to see bigger harvests, healthier soil, and a more resilient garden, start your cardboard lasagna bed today. Don't toss those boxes. Turn them into food, knowledge, and long-term abundance. Experiment, observe, measure your results, and share what you learn. And if you found this guide valuable, make sure you subscribe to Crop Corner and share this with gardeners who are ready to grow smarter, faster, and more sustainably than ever before.